What's going on, everybody? My name is Jake and welcome back to more Pokemon Gaia. In the last episode, we defeated Vernon, the Valoon Town gym leader, bug type user. Pretty easy battle, all things considered, and we got our 4th gym badge. Afterwards, Coulter gave us the gas mask to be able to trek through Telmerk's swamp, which apparently has a bunch of noxious gases, or whatever the word was for it. But now that we have the gas mask, we're like Call of Duty Warzone, we can go ahead and go through. I'm curious, is it going to... Okay, it doesn't like equip on our character sprite. That would have been kind of hilarious. I did not heal after the gym battle, so we're going to backtrack first. Yes, I'm recording this pretty soon after putting the last episode up. Like I said, I wanted to try my best to get some more consistent content with the Pokemon stuff on the channel this week, and Gaia being our main playthrough. I need to try to find some time to record the Glazed Johto post-game, but, you know, I pay attention, even though I'm a small channel, right, I still pay attention to what videos get the most views and what's, you know, getting the most engagement, so to speak, and the Gaia playthrough is seemingly getting a lot better or more consistent engagement than the Johto or the Glazed playthrough. Not to say that I'm going to stop uploading those, but just, you know, I'm observant to the fact that the Gaia playthrough right now is seemingly what people want to see a little bit more. I understand that, you know, it's a fresh playthrough that people have been watching from the very beginning. You know, a couple of the regulars in my comment section, you know, I butchered the pronunciation of this the first time. I want to do it again, but Derniche, however you pronounce that, you know, you pretty much comment on every video, and I really appreciate you, man. Rainer Winkler, another one of the OGs that, you know, wanted to be a ROM hack playthrough from the very beginning. So people like that who, you know, this is their first LP of me doing a ROM hack, that they're there from the very beginning. I get that you want to kind of latch onto that and see that from start to finish, as opposed to, you know, joining in on one like the Glazed one where, you know, you're really just starting from the post game as far as like your viewership. Now, obviously, anything on the channel you can go back and watch from start to, you know, start to end, but I get that that's a time commitment, you know, and you want to see fresh new stuff. So, and also, like, you know, from a viewer's perspective, if you're leaving comments on stuff, you want to have feedback. There's no real point to leaving comments on videos from a couple years ago, because, like, what's already done is done, you know? Like, I can't go back and change that, so I get that. I've always said, you know, feel free to go back, look at some of the other older content on the channel, you know. My Fire Red LP, that was my first one I ever did. That's my baby, that's my my guinea pig, so to speak, but I kind of want to see what that would feel like. This dude wants to... This water looks filthy, would you like to surf? Well, it's still letting us surf, so that's good. We get a lucky egg. If I remember correctly, this has something with your critical hit ratio. Oh. An egg filled with happiness that earns extra experience points in battle. Well, we gotta give that to someone. Let's give it to our starter, I guess. Okay, I guess we might as well use this while we're here. Special defense. Honestly, so every one of these are primary weaknesses. Like Wartortle, Grass, Electric, special, you know, users. Galvantula, Fire, Rock is physical, obviously, but Fire is big, special. Golbats, Ice, Electric, special. So, like, we would benefit from all this, so I'm just going to go Wartortle. Wartortle already has decent special defense, so might as well try to beef it up a little bit more. That would be kind of funny if, like, when you swim on dirty water, Wooper, that's very fitting for Wooper to be found in this kind of biome. Be It'd be funny, but also annoying if like you swam in dirty water and it like poisoned you. I don't know if there's like any of the main series games that have dirty water like that. Honestly, I was not paying attention at all to what the NPC was saying. Okay, but you have a Don fan, so that's good for War Turtle. You motherfucker. My cat off camera, I had a water bottle without the cap on it. And he was starting to knock it over, but I caught him just in time, so. Holy crap, why did that do so much? Knockoff? Knockoff is not that powerful of a move, but whatever. We survived it, so it is what it is. Alright, 1296. Pretty good. Swellow, okay. Let's go to Galvantula then. Eventually, we'll get, hopefully, an Ice-type move for War Turtle to cover that a little bit better, but for now, we'll just switch out. Alright, there we go. What was that name? Licia? Leisha? Deep roots of the swamps, trees connect us all. At some point I need to backtrack and go grab Metatype from the daycare. I'm going to use a Super Repel. I might come back off screen and see what kind of Pokemon we can find here. But for now I'm just going to stick with what we got. I know Metatype is still in the daycare. I don't know when we're going to get access to the Fly HM, but hopefully sooner rather than later. So that I can backtrack a little bit quicker to go get Metatype. Collecting mushrooms is my favorite pastime. Okay. Interesting. What makes you different? Well, I got this gas mask that I got from a loot box, and so I'm just chilling. Selgor, okay. Gen 5 bug type. I saw that this is a bug trainer. I should have switched out ahead of time, but whatever. I guess we'll get some switch train experience for War Turtle, and as long as Golbat doesn't die to this Excelgor, which outspeeds him, that was unfortunate. Hopefully our happiness is getting up there so that we can get our Golbat, or sorry, our Crobat here eventually. But again, speaking of me talking about old content, if you were around or went back and watched any of the Crystal LP, you would know I had very little luck with happiness evolutions. My boy Nick Wonderworker, he knows about that. I'll take any chance I can to shout you guys out. You know, again, small channel. I notice the names in the comments a lot more because not like these huge channels that sift through thousands of comments. Rare candy, very nice. You know, the ones that do comment, the ones that are supportive, that are much easier for me to remember. But thankfully, the channel has been growing. You know, need to do a little bit more promoting with the Pokemon content to try to get it into the algorithm a little bit more. But I don't know. I've been posting, you know, different categories of content, if you will. So it's kind of an interesting mix for sure. But this is my spot. Main thing I'm trying to do is just stay consistent, is all it is. String shot. Why are we using string shot when we're 4 gym badges in? Come on, doggy. You gotta have something better than that. It always makes me wonder, like, these NPCs, you never ever see anyone's name on the gym, you know, plaques that they carve in when you beat the gym. So obviously you never see NPC names on there. But like, this guy, for example, level 34 Leaveney, you know, he has to have at least 1 gym badge, right? Or do these like NPCs just kind of go along completely oblivious or uninterested in fighting the gyms, and they just do their own thing. Like, I've always kind of wondered that. Like, and sometimes, like, there's certain areas where the NPC trainers, like, would have major type advantages over the respective town's gym. So, I don't know. Broken tool, what? I'm assuming that's for something a little bit later. We're encountering a Pokemon that's over level 32, and it's a freaking Bellsprout. Or 33, I mean. Okay. Looks like we need to cross this little pond. Okay, we got another ranger down there. Let's get Torterra some action here. As rangers, our Pokemon have to be top-notch at all times. That means I have to use you for training. Alright. Emolga, okay. Unfortunately, I can't hit you with a ground-type move, but I can use Bite! Acrobatics, that's gonna hurt. Okay. Yep, we're gonna have to switch out. To be honest, I do not match up with this thing very well. And I'm really just gonna pray, because I'm gonna go Shockwave here. I'm praying that it doesn't have an ability that it fucking does. God damn it. There's like, you know, there's certain Pokemon that you use, equivalent type move to them, and it either heals HP or, you know, in this case raises speed. So that's unfortunate. I really don't have anything for this Emolga. Thankfully it doesn't look like it has anything for us either, at least with Galvantula, so I can slowly chip away at it with Cut. But if it keeps using Double Team, that could be an issue. I do have Aerial Ace in my back pocket as well with Golbat, but obviously we're putting ourselves at risk there because Emolga's Electrite moves can do super effective damage, and this is just a super fun battle. And now we're dead. Okay. We just gotta really hope Golbat speed's okay. If not. Okay, beautiful. I thought we might be getting into some trouble there, but thankfully we're good. Maractus, a grass type. This is like a prime example of a Pokemon I completely forget exists. And there we go. Felicia! That was a tough workout. Bye, Felicia. Okay, Battle Marsh, Felicia. Okay. It looks like... Oh! I was gonna try to heal, but whatever, we should be okay. If not, I can always buy a turn. Combuskin? What the heck? Could go Earthquake here. Do we think we can survive? I'm not going to chance it. I know I could have gone Earthquake. We'll see what move he would have used. Yeah, who knows if we would have survived that. Honestly, we probably would have, since that's a physical type move. But better safe than sorry, after all. Bulk up. What are you eating? A bunch of chicken and beef and rice and creatine, protein powder, maybe a little dextrose mixed in there. Yeah, I know my supplements. Leech Seed. Is Leech Seed at this point more useful than any of these moves? I don't think so, honestly. I'm gonna pass for now. Torterra did not learn Leech Seed. You can't be a leech. You Can't mooch off of people. Can't ask them for money. Aquatail. Okay, I might take this over Water Pulse. Yes. Okay. Speaking of mooching for money, man, I went to the casino this weekend. Ooh-wee! I was on a heater, dog. It was like one of my best like when I go to casino, I only play blackjack. I mean, let me preface this, like, as you guys have noticed on the channel, I post the UFC stuff, I post betting stuff, like, I enjoy gambling, sports betting, whatever. You know, I have a system, responsible with it. I gamble a lot, but it's not destructive. I know those are like famous last words of a lot of gambling addicts, but trust me, bro. But I know I've always enjoyed gambling. So I went to the casino this weekend. Ooh, can I avoid either of these people? There's no way your sight range is that long. Good. And Coulter's right there. So keep losing there. My Drifloon just says that scratch. Trade you two for an Elegim. No, but Elegim, that's a Gen 5 Pokemon if I'm not mistaken. I think what we can do here is battle Coulter and then, or assuming that this is going to be a battle. I am fucking really low on items. I need to go back and get some. But yeah, anyway, went to the casino, played blackjack. That's like the only game I played at the casino. I just play with basic strategy, and I honestly am up all time a lot more than I'm down, which of course, again, famous last words. But yeah, I won like almost $500. It was a good time. And I was there, we were there till like 3 a.m., which sounds really degenerate, but we got there at like 1:30, so we really weren't there that long. Coulter, we're not going to lose to God. Why does the text look like that? Oh, you're here. This place is cool, isn't it? Maybe once we're finished helping the professor, we can take the battle marshal. Anyway, I said we were going to battle, I meant it. Bro, I swear, dude, I never time up healing very well. Because I just get a free heal. I mean, good for Coulter. Maybe something we can have in the back of our mind from here on out. He's got 6 Pokemon. Gosh, dang, man. Okay. So I think we'll just plan to do this battle. Really? Fake out? Okay. Good for you, man. We'll plan to do this battle and then end it off. So... Alright. Yeah, you bastard. You knocked off my lucky egg. Okay, we should stand up decently well. Honestly, I might have fucked myself. Because now I have less super potions, but god damn, that was really good. I thought about going for Curse again in case he was going to heal, but... Hariyama, one of our Emerald Stars. Vaporeon, okay, this is a good matchup, so we need to heal here. I have a max potion. I'll go Hyper Potion. Even though max potion, like, I really never really, how about a sentence there? That was a sentence, alright. I don't usually, oh no. No way we survive this. Yeah. As I was going to say, I don't usually use max potions because it's like hyper potions already heal 200 XP, and like when are you, unless you're using like a legendary Pokemon or you have Pokemon like fucking ridiculous levels, when are you ever having Pokemon that have more than 200 HP that need healed? Like that's a high number. Okay, I'm in a little bit of trouble here, I'm not gonna lie. Buffer Beedrill, and he survives. What a stud. Somebody is definitely going to think I'm an idiot for using Max Revive in this situation, but... Alright, so he has Ice Beam. don't think he's going to really have anything to attack War Turtle. And we at least have Brick Break and Bite. And we outspeed. I was not expecting that. Now Vaporeon is pretty defensive, so unfortunately not doing a ton of damage, but let's see if Bite. We have the flinch possibility here. Nope, not to be there. But at least we're resisting decently well. We kind of just chip away at each other. No flinching at all, come on. Oh, jeez. Oh my gosh. We're spreading all the love around here. Okay. Bulldog. Okay. Right when I would really like to have... when I would really love to have War Turtle. Okay, Iron Defense. That is a little troublesome. Again, I hate spamming the items, but... So, what I could do here is obviously he's setting up with the Iron Defense, but I guarantee all of his attacks are going to be physical, so we can kind of just like mog each other here, for lack of a better term. Raise our stats. He's not going to really have anything for me as far as damage. So I can really beef up Torterra. Now that is not something I want to see. Or that. Okay, Torterra, you're literally a fucking continental turtle. Stop flinching. Alright. I want to go back to set up a little bit. Dude. Again, you're a literal freaking continent, and this little tiny ass Bulldor is somehow headbutting you, and it's making you flinch. Oh my gosh! Come on, man. Oh my gosh. Obviously, critical hits ignore whatever, stat improvements you've made. Alright. Gosh. I hate using all these items. I really do, but... Okay. Just no flinching. Good job. Alright, now Torterra's all beefed up, so... hopefully we can use that to our advantage here. And we get a level. Okay, I figured he was going to go for his Infernape. As long as we survive... What an idiot. What an idiot, dude. I was about to say, as long as we survive whatever fire type move he uses on us, we'll take it out with one Earthquake. And he goes for his fucking Torment. I will take it. We got another level. Good lord, 2,700 experience. Rodom, interesting. What is Rodom's base stat? I don't even, or base type. Will-O-Wisp, really? That cuts our attack in half. Okay, Ghost. That's what I thought it was, but... And Altaria. I'm just gonna... Oh, jeez. Don't need him setting up. Critical hit. It's gonna do fucking nothing. Okay, Dragon Breath is special, so that was kind of retarded. Ooh, whoa, you didn't hear me say that word. Don't cancel me. That was stupid of him to do. I can't use the same. You know, Torterra did so well at this. He does not deserve to just faint. Let's get someone else out here. Oh, I should not have done gold back, because now if he faints, his happiness is going to get bleeped up. Alright, if he's just using Dragon... Okay. I'm not going to say a bad word, but boy, Coulter's battle IQ, so to speak, was not very good. Now he's going to cry all the way home. Because we beat him again. Acrobatics, that does more damage if you're not holding an item. I've really been using Confuse Ray, so I do like that. Because as soon as Crobat, or we get Crobat, I'm going to take the Soothe Bell off, so maybe could get use out of that. Arg, I don't. How? Why does this arg? Pussy. It's maddening, you know? I try to contain my anger, but losing is painful, right? Maybe I'm not gonna be a Pokemon trainer. Right, I shouldn't be so hard on myself. Got a job to do. We both have. Let's go, Gaia. Alright, so that is a good stopping point. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. In the next part, we will continue on our trek here towards Telmerk City. I'll probably do some of the off-screen training with the NPC battles. Also need to stock them on some items real bad. Alright, so anyway, that'll do it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time for more Pokemon Gaia. Goodbye.